Hey, what's going on, guys? Let's do the partial fraction decomposition for this function right here. So let's separate this part first. So we have 3 over x square plus 4 x plus 1 square, right? The first thing we have to look at is we have to look at the denominator and see whether it is furthermore factorable. In this case, this is not factorable anymore, so we are going to bring this one as it is to the other side. So first of all, we have x square plus 4. For this one, the top part is going to be 1 power less. So if this is like this, x plus 1, just x plus 1, we just put a. But here we have x square, so we have to put 1 less power, so this is going to be ax plus b. And then we are going to have this one is square, so we are going to have two parts, x plus 1 and then x plus 1 square. What happens if you have power 20? It's go until 20, like x plus 1, x power 2, power 3, power 4, it goes until 20. So for this one, this is going to be just c. And for this one, this is like, this part is within the bracket, right? Like if this is square, we put a linear function. But since this part is within the bracket, we put just the d. So this is going to be the partial fraction decomposition. Now we have to find the ABCD. That's the main thing. So and the next thing we try to do, we try to eliminate this denominator. To eliminate that one, what I can do, I can bring this whole denominator and multiply both sides. So let's multiply this one with this side. This is going to be x square plus 4 times x plus 1 square, and if I do that, I can cancel these two, and also I have to do the same thing. I have to, if I multiply this side, I have to multiply other side too, like x square plus 4 x plus 1 square. And if I multiply this side with this one, what's going to happen is, for the first one, let's bring back this color. Okay, so we have ax plus b right here, and the bottom we have x square plus 4. So what's going to happen is, when we multiply this one with cancel with this one, and we will be left with x plus 1 square. So this is going to be x plus 1 square right here. And then for the c, this is just x plus 1. This is x plus 1 square, right? So one of this will cancel, but one will remain. Since this is square, one will remain, and we are going to have x square plus 4 times x plus 1. And for the next one, we are going to have x plus 1 square will cancel, and we will have x square plus 4, right? So we have this one right here, and this let's do the equating coefficients. So if I want to do the equating coefficients, first of all I have to expand this one. So let's expand this one first, ax plus b, and if I expand x plus 1 square, that comes out to be x square plus 2x plus 1. So if I expand this one, will be that. And then we have c times these two functions right here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to multiply each other. Like if I multiply this one with this one, we are going to have x cubed times x square, and this one is going to be 4x plus 4, right? This is 4x plus 4. So this is what we get when we multiply, and the last one we can simply directly multiply. This is going to be dx square plus 4d. And also we have to multiply everything, because we are going to equate the powers, so we have to multiply everything. So for the first one, it's going to be ax cubed plus 2ax square plus ax. Then if I multiply b with these things, this is going to be bx square plus 2bx plus b. Then I'm going to multiply this thing c. We are going to have cx cubed plus x square plus 4x cx square 4cx. Then we are going to have 4c, right? The last one is dx square. We already multiplied dx square 4d plus 4d. So let's separate all the powers. Okay, let's start with the cube. So we have ax cube right here, cx cube, right? So these are the only two cubes right here. So let's write this one as a plus c x cube. So now let's separate the x square. We have ax square. Let's use a different color. Okay, we have ax square right here. We have bx square right here. We have cx square, dx square. So this is actually going to be plus 2a plus b plus this c right here, and then we have a d whole thing times x square, right? Then what we are going to do, we are going to separate the x. So let's point the x. So we have this x right here, this one right here, and also we have 4cx. Then that's all we have. So let's write that one down. So we have a use black, okay, plus a a and 2b plus 2b. Then we have 4c plus 4c, and that's all we have. So this is x, and all the others are going to be constant. So in this case, the whatever the things that left, we have b left right here, b plus 4c plus 4d, right? So all these things are going to be equal to constant. In the other side, we only have the 3. That's the only thing. That's the constant. But to make this one clear, let's write everything in terms of powers. So let's start with the cube. So we have 0x cube, 0x square plus 0x plus 3, right? Except 3, everything else is 0. So if I equate this one, we are going to have a plus c is equal to 0. Then we have 2a plus b plus c plus d, that is equal to 0. Then we have a plus 2b plus 4c, that is equal to 0. Then we have, finally we have b plus 4c plus 4d, that's a constant, but we have a constant right here, that's 3, right? So we can write this one is equal to this 3. So this is going to be b plus 4c plus 4d, that is equal to 0. And if you look at this equation, we have 2, and like sometimes we have 4 unknown, 3 unknown, so many unknowns. So it's really hard to figure out in this way, like adding and elimination, all these kind of method. It seems really hard. So let's see whether we can find a shortcut right here. And if you look at this first equation, okay, we have first equation, we have x plus 1 right here, and this one also have x plus 1, but this one doesn't have x plus 1. So this one makes it easier to find this part right here, because if I choose value for x value, we can randomly choose any value, but in this case we are going to choose a value that can eliminate these two. So x plus 1, if I put minus 1 for x, what's going to happen? This one will become 0, and this will eliminate this whole thing, and this will become 0, and this will eliminate the whole thing. So we will be only left with d, this part only, right? d times this one equal to 3. So let's write that one down. Maybe I write this on top. Okay, we have d times x square plus 4 when x is equal to minus 1, because this is 0, this is 0, this one left. So we have equal to 3. And if I plug the minus 1, this is going to be minus 1 square, is going to be plus 1, right? Plus 1 plus 4 equal to 3. Therefore, d is equal to 3 over 5. So now we have d value right here. Let's see whether we can substitute this value and find something. So we don't have anything d with 2 unknowns, so we can't really directly substitute, but let's rearrange this one, a plus c is equal to 0, right? So I can say that a is equal to minus c. If I rearrange this one, a is equal to minus c, and if I substitute this one for this one, the last one, this d value right here, if I substitute this one for 4d, what's going to happen? b plus 4c plus 4 times this d value, that is 3 over 5, is equal to 0. Therefore I can bring this one to the other side, and that's gonna give us b plus 4c is equal to minus 12 over 15, right? Minus 12 over 15. Now we have b plus 4c. Now we also have like two unknowns. Still we have two unknowns, so we can't really find anything. But if you look at this equation right here, this this third equation, the third equation has a plus 2b plus 4c. I can write everything in terms of c. If I write everything in terms of c, we can solve for c. So let's do that. So if I bring to make this one into c, I can rearrange this one, right? So b is equal to minus 4c minus 4c minus 4c minus 12 over 15. So we have made a connection between b and c, and we can write a is equal to minus c because we already found out. So let's rewrite this equation as minus c plus, instead of b I am plugging this value, so this is going to be 2 times minus 4c minus 12 over 15 plus 4c, right? So plus 4c minus c, that's going to give us, this whole thing is equal to 0, and let's rearrange this one. So we have minus c plus 4c, that's going to be plus 3c, and if I multiply this one, so we have 3c already, and if I multiply this one, it's going to be minus 8c and minus 24 over 15. So minus 8c minus 24 over 15, that's equal to 0, and now we have minus 5c, and I can bring the minus 5c to the other side, so that's going to be plus 5c. So we have 5c, that is equal to 24 minus 24 over 15. Therefore c is going to be equal to what? Minus 15 times 5. Let's see. So we have minus 8c right here, 3c minus 8c minus 5c. So if I bring this one to the other side, plus 5c, 24 over 15. So I can write this one as 8 over 3. 8 over 3, 24 over 15, same thing. 8 over 5 actually, 8 over 5. 8 over 5 and 24 over 15, same thing, right? I'm just dividing everything by 3. And then we are going to bring this 5 to the other side. So this is going to be, c is going to be equal to what? Minus 8 over 25. So this is what the value that we are getting from this. Let's check it again. So we have found out that's d value, and we substituted it right here, and we got this one. 3 over 5 is equal to 0, and 12 over 5, okay, 4c, that gives us this, and then what we got? Minus 4c minus 12 over 15, okay, everything seems perfect. I know this is like very big calculations right here. So let's continue further. So we have c right now. Let's do that. So we have d and c already. We have d, we have c. If I know the c, I know the a too, because a is equal to negative c, therefore a is going to be equal to 8 over 25. And if I know the a, c, d, we can simply substitute everything in one of these equations and find the b, right? B is the only thing that is left. Also I can substitute this c value right here and find the b. So let's substitute this c value. Minus 4 times minus 8 over 25 minus 12 over 15. Okay, so we get 8 times 4 is going to be what? 8 times 4 is 32, right? 32 over 25, 32 minus 12 is going to be 20. So 20 over This is 12 over 15. So I had to, first of all, I had to convert this one into 25. So we have we have 3 over 5 right here. I'm dividing everything by 3. Let's continue this one right here. So we have minus 4 times 8 over 25 minus 12 over 15. So we can convert this one. Okay, this is only multiplying this. So we have minus 24 over 32 over 25 minus 3 over 5, and if I convert this one into this is gonna be what? I have to multiply everything by 5 right now. So this is gonna be minus 32 over 25, and this is minus 8, so this is gonna become plus 32 over 25. This is gonna be, if I multiply this one by 5, this is gonna be 15 over 25, and then we have 17 over 25. So this is our b value. So b is equal to 17 over 25. Now all we have to do is simply substitute all these values in this equation right here. Instead of a, I'm going to plug this value. A is equal to 8 over 25. A is equal to 8 over 25. So I plug this value instead of a. Then b, we have 17 over 25. For c, we plug minus 8 over 25. For d, we plug 3 over 5. And that's all we have to do. I hope you guys liked this video. See you next time.